Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of our 4th Age Total War Tharbad campaign. Off camera here, in between episodes, I took out the tiny little army of Adunabar that was standing outside Bree. I just brought these guys down to swat them away. Managed to wipe out 2 units of dark swords and a single unit of dark bows, pretty much entirely with my archers here, so not really that big of a deal. Didn't even need really to get these reinforcements involved. Otherwise, this is basically taking off immediately from where we finished the last episode. I think I've spent all the money I really want to spend. Yeah, nothing I can build here. I don't really care too much about doing that just now. So we'll just wait for these few building projects to finish. Obviously, the big one here is Fiefdom Dominion. That's going to end next turn here, unless there's a big siege coming, but it looks like it completed just fine. And, of course, the big news from the last episode is the capture of Lastbridge, and hopefully that's going to remain in our hands, and it looks like it is. At least there's nothing coming, except for our general here. Let's just make sure we don't have any other bad guys lurking. I think it's going to be pretty safe. Yeah, we'll send him up here. You know, I'm not going to bring him maybe all the way, but we will just bring him up there and hide him in the woods, so that he's going to be less of an obvious target. Hopefully he makes it just fine. This is a marriage offer we got, an Ariadorian guy. He's shadow-touched, but he'll be right at home in Lastbridge, that cultic stronghold there. And he should be a pretty good governor. So that's the plan, get him installed. And then we can, at our leisure, take out Rivendell. I don't think that there's much in the way of population there, so he should be just fine. We were going to retrain these bows. Excuse me, so I guess I could just bring him right here. Oh no, I can't. Oh, is it that they're already trained? Right, I wasn't retraining them, I was sending them somewhere. I think maybe we just want them to get down to Greyholm, just so I can have a larger presence here. Okay, we're starting to see some movement here. Now, it's interesting, I was thinking, just this morning actually, how a few weeks ago, I guess, I posted a video on ranking the factions for 4th Age Total War, and I put Tharbad down in the don't column, along with, like, Far Harad, North Rune, maybe Ravanian. These were all factions that I just figured would be extremely difficult, and so far, you know, I got some comments on that video saying, hey, Tharbad shouldn't be down that low. And yeah, I'm thinking maybe I oversold it in terms of the difficulty. Now, that said, a lot of things have been going really well for me right now in a lot of ways. One of them being that the Reunited Kingdom fell apart pretty quickly, but in such a way that I didn't have to deal with the massive stacks of Adunabar. So Adunabar seems to have spent their time and their military against the Reunited Kingdom and the Northern Rebels, and I just haven't seen that much. You know, even in the way of trolls, it's been pretty good. So, you know, that's been really good. The North has been pretty easy so far. I could be surprised, but I'm not really expecting it at this point. And the South has been just about as good as you could hope for, in that Dunland hasn't really done much, and Rohan also hasn't really done much, although I do sense a change in that. The first sign is this: Central Enedwaith falling to Dunland. Now, that is usually a very ominous sign. It means that Dunland is ready to project its power into the west. They're going to continue to grab Western Enedwaith too, with the settlement of Lymphalis down here. Once those two places fall, typically you don't have anywhere else to go, so they start looking around for the player. Well, the problem with that is they really do have some work they need to do, and that is to take back this here, to defend Dunfrecca, which surprisingly hasn't fallen yet, but maybe more dramatically to make sure that they can hold on to Dunkreok. This is a very important settlement for Dunland. This is a good moneymaker, and it's one of the largest, you know, settlements that they have at the beginning. And so I think it might be worth getting a spy down there just into Dunland proper. And so I will go ahead. We've got plenty of money, so we may as well grab another scout, and he'll just be down like here. I want to make sure that there aren't any Dunlanding armies pointed in our direction, but I don't think there will be, because between the rebels that are left and this, there's going to be some trouble. But my point in bringing that up is that it's felt easy so far, But still, I think the mid-game, late game could be a problem for us. We're doing pretty good in terms of our goals. We've got 13 provinces. We need 30, so we're not halfway there. We do need to grab Dunhold and Dunkreok and the outpost of Dol Baran. So all of these are on our list. And the problem is that Rohan holds one and maybe very soon two, maybe eventually three of these. And I really don't want that to happen. We are currently allied with Rohan and the Reunited Kingdom, but I sense that that's going to fall apart pretty quickly. So we do need to start thinking about the south. And Rohan, a big Rohan, strong Rohan could be a massive danger to us. So I think we need to start thinking about getting down here, looking at what this looks like too, so maybe a couple of spies would be helpful, and thinking, how can we get Helm's Deep? Because this is really the key. I've said it, other people have said it, that this is the province or the region that is giving the economic boost to pretty much any faction that holds it, because it's going to be trading with at least one other province. It's got gemstones, which are incredibly valuable, and it's going to be it's just going to be a good get for us. We definitely, I think, need to take this if we hope to hold all of this. So maybe we want to think about getting a strike force together to take that out sneakily, even before we do any other things to Rohan. So big news, though, is that we've got Fornost completed with a fiefdom dominion. That means public order is looking good there and everywhere, really, as well as provincial councils in Londare and rural province in Ridmallen. So Londare is going to be making us a little more money now thanks to that. Military coming out of here is going to be a little bit better. As you can see, we can already retrain these guys for another XP point. What do we want to do here? Population's under 2,000. Let's leave it for now. Greyholm, we just did military as well, and I had another sort of conversation with Webba about this. He goes financial here, and the reason, and this is great. So if we look at the trade summary scroll, the reason is look at not so much the money that you're getting individually, but just the sheer number of places that we're trading from. This is something that I had missed, because if you look at the map of just on the campaign map, Greyholm, and you look at it and you say, okay, it's got fish, big deal. It doesn't even have a port, right? So I can't do any sea trade here, and I can't make a port. This is not like a coastal province that we can really exploit in that way. So it's a landlocked province essentially with one trade resource that's not that awesome. Fish, we're trading with Southgard Fort to the tune of 76 a turn, big deal. But if you're trading with all of the provinces around it, there's actually a lot, because these little forts count as a province for the purpose of trade. And then we also share a border with Swanfleet. We share a border with Dunhold, with this province down here. I guess that's Anghal, and with this one, and with Londare. So there's actually a lot of trade to be had. So that's a justification for working up trade and working up the trader buildings. I think that military could still work out, because it'll be nice to have a second place to train those higher level units, because sometimes Tharbad wants to do something else, like a scout, maybe eventually a ship, who knows. Webba goes for military here at Swanfleet, and I can see the logic, because I don't think this has any trade resources. Oh, okay, I guess it has timber. But I can also see that because this, let's take a look at what the trade is like here. Yeah, just 2 provinces they're trading with. So this is a lot less income. I think it's like a third or less of the income that Greyholm is making. So I can see the logic, actually, to that. Going military here, financial here, because just why not? Anyway, that's a bit of the sort of the theory. My counter argument could be, well, I haven't built up Swanfleet very well yet, and I tend to kind of go slow with that. So Greyholm will be quickly more capable of providing military stuff. So to that end, we could just jump right into hosting halls here. That'll get us another place for Mariner Swordsmen, which are very important. Pikemen, which are also kind of nice to have every now and then. And Scouts, again, kind of nice to have. So do I want to go with this right now? Let's see. Did we get... we were going to go with the timber. Okay, yes. This is the thing we're working on. So 5 turns. I'm going to wait. Once that is finished, the carpentry work gangs are going to provide faction-wide construction cost reduction. So if I can remember, this costs 7,300 right now. 7,300. And in 5 turns, if I can remember to look at it, I wonder what that'll cost. Okay, everywhere else, I guess I could just put these guys back in Fornost for now. We do want to grab a Numenas. You know, there's stuff that we do want to work on. This is a spy, Barthon the Clever. Yes. And I've got an army up there. I'm not too worried about that. Okay, here's a force. All right, just a Ryador Spearmen. I think probably a good goal would be, rather than going for a Numenas, which is, you know, it's going to require us to defend like all of this still, we might want to put time and effort into this, just clearing this, because Amonsul will be nice to get for the trade, and Towerdal and Ettendale as well, just for, you know, making sure we get a good hold on all of it. So I'm not going to worry about Rivendell. I'm going to ignore Rivendell for a little while. And we probably need to train some stuff, though. We're getting a spy here. Let's go with some Spears of the Bridge down here. Ridmalin also built up, so we should probably invest here as well. Let's see. This is going to get us some income tax for 5,000. Let's see what that's going to look like. So 453 to 485. I mean, it's an important first step. Town councils are eventually going to give XP and land tax, but that's not super high. Let's compare it to the trader for 3,000, which is more income and pop growth. Okay, so let's do the trader, and we've still got 5,000 to spend. That's quite good. Okay. Well, actually, let's go Fornost, because we don't have anything to train here. And this is eventually going to get us, you know, medium cavalry, which is actually pretty decent. So let's just go for control posts. The trade here is actually going to eventually be nice, the industry rather, because we can go either livestock for armor or horses for money. And livestock also gives us money, so it's not entirely one-sided. But let's see. Let's wait one more season here. We're going to get our guy over here. He'll take over governorship, and then we'll start the push north or maybe west towards Amonsul. Might be good to grab Tardal, though. Okay. So, it looks like we get a spy in Fornost. Let's see. Okay, so we still made money. We're over 20,000. Boda of Londader got the lordship of Lastbridge. We're going to hand this over here, though. So I guess we can do that right now. And Boda, would you be so kind? I should have taken him out. He's going to be a little unhappy now. He's a Dunlending. Well, that's alright. Alright, we got scouts we can train here too. Maybe that's a relatively new thing. No, we've had them already. Okay, so with that in mind, we'll... Let's see, that's 6,000. That's not too bad, but I can wait a few turns to save a tiny bit of money on that. Let's get another spy. I want to have one parked up here. And so we'll wait a little bit before we build anything. But I will take you, and pretty much everyone we can afford. We're going to leave those Merc Archers because they're retraining. Yeah, the public order is really nice here. But we'll keep those units for now. I guess we can take you out, actually. Yep, nothing's showing up by Rivendell. Okay, they do have a tiny one-unit force. And then, so we'll just get up on the pass. And for you, what do we want to do? I think this army's probably capable of handling, you know, anything in the area. But you you can't always see what's in the area. Okay, there's the force that we just looked at. Maybe I can get a better look at it now. Yeah, it's just all nonsense. We do have these orc champions, but we don't know how many. There could be 100, it could be, you know, 10. Okay, I think it might be time to go for Tharbad. And I'm going to go for Tharbad because the border here means that Tharbad is going to be the next objective, and they won't be able to hit Lastbridge from here. They could potentially hit Lastbridge from Rivendell, but it's close, so we can defend it pretty easily. So we'll just go and queue that up. And I'm also going for that rather than the fort, because the fort itself can't really train stuff, at least most of the time. And so it's not like a really serious troop production center. So I can tend to, you know, leave these alone for the most part. Right, we gave you that. Okay, and Tharbad has a new scout. Greyholm and Londare have been training. So let's get the scout into the south. Okay, so one thing I'm curious about actually is that there is another settlement in the hills. There it is, and they've got it. Okay, so this is initially a rebel orc settlement, just full of orcs. I think there might be trolls here, might be wargs, and it looks like the Dunlendings have it. All right, so that's good, you know, in the sense that I won't need to fight a big army of trolls eventually, because I will get all of this if things go well. But yeah, check them out. Okay, a little concerning here. So they are pushing pretty strongly into the west. But this is still under siege, and there's only 2 units inside. And they got a ramp, so theoretically this could fall next turn. They could assault. They're not doing great. There's not like massive stacks of Rohan just yet. I want to leave my spy exactly there, though, so I can keep an eye on things. But let's go for some training now, because I'm a little worried. So I think we want to go with the Axemen, because there's just a lot more men, and the defense is the same. And we're going to need numbers rather than cav protection against Dunland if we do end up fighting them. Alright, we've got 2 units of cav down here. They might be helpful down here, and let's see, 8,000. So what I want against Dunland, this is now what I'm thinking about for Tharbad's protection, is getting into Dunland, and, you know, maybe sooner rather than later, in fact, because I really don't want Rohan to take this. I'd rather they don't take this either. But I think we got to produce for a war in Dunland. So with that in mind, let's go again for numbers. Numbers plus a little bit of defensive power. So we'll go with you. We've got 4 archers and a mercenary. We'll probably get more mercenaries in the south. And let's go with like a good... These guys do have better defense, and they've got a lot of numbers. Let's go with Tharbad pikemen. We'll send them down with us. And we could, in a pinch, you know, we could train one of these guys for garrison. I think I will. Let's do this so we can do the same thing in the Southguard fort, because I've been holding off on that. 4,000 to spend. What do I want to do? I mean, I should probably do something in Sarnford eventually. I've been very, very much neglecting it. Okay, that's actually getting me 100 a turn, more than, and some more growth. So we'll do that. We'll get training up next. I think I'm just going to stick around up here for, you know, maybe a couple of turns. We'll get some militia unit or something to just garrison Fornost, and then if it looks good, we'll maybe head over to Anumanas. Let's see. Okay, yes, and we're waiting for attuned governor traits to show up before we get it going with the probably fiefdom dominion over in Lastbridge. Let's see here. Could go with the library, gets us ballistas. Let's see. We've already dedicated ourselves to financial down here, which is fine. Let's just end the turn. Okay, made a little bit of money, so we're over 21,000. Alright, we got cures in Bree. Awesome. And Swanfleet is a minor province now. Okay. Yeah, we could go for timber here and get really doubled up on those income or construction cost, decreases. Let's see. This is a homeland, right? Population's really tiny, so before we do anything else, it might be good to just work on population growth. That'll make us another 50 as well, but it's going to grow the population faster, which is the real draw. Okay, get up here. All right, yeah, we're starting to see a bit of this. I'm a little concerned here, because the beornings can be a threat. I mean, they don't look it because their units are very ragged. Woodman axes are individually very weak. I mean, they've got less than 20 defense. But there's a lot of them. There's 90. And the same thing with their spearmen. Like, for example, we can see their defense is relatively low, but there's 80 of them. And, these are kind of a decent little unit. And they got a lot of archers, and their cav actually is pretty respectable. We can't see the stats on any of them just yet. So, if they have any of their higher tier units that can cause fear, then you are in some trouble. So, yeah, maybe I want to go with this. Fiefdom Dominion costs 4,100 all of a sudden. That's quite a bit lower. He's not attuned yet, is he? It feels like that should be higher. But he'll be attuned like next turn. I think that'll be fine. We've got an army here. So what do I want to do? Do I want to take out these guys and then go for Tardal?
At your service, on my way.
Okay, looks like they're interested in us too. Some dark swords.
At your service.
Let's get like down here. Yeah, there's another little army of the same, but some cav. So they're probably getting those units from here. Let's see if I can get you somewhere. I guess there's no way I can take out all of these units. I would like to, because it is annoying. Maybe I go here and... Let's see, what are you? Mustering fields. So there's no cavalry. They're training their first couple of tiers of cultic stuff. If I go here, they're going to hit me. They're going to attack me. And the annoying thing there is I'm just worried about how the old rig is going to hold up. Am I going to crash because my computer power is not up to it while I'm recording? I'm always concerned about that. I could try to get a spy in. I don't have any at the moment. You could maybe get in there. It's 93. He made it. 24% chance. Let's see. Alright, I'm going to actually lift the siege, and I'm just going to see if I can maybe sneak in. This is a low-walled settlement. Where's the wall? Yeah, so this is, no one can get up on top of these walls. So I could just fight this, kind of like at my leisure. I'm not too worried about it. I just really don't want to get counterattacked. It's just annoying. So we'll try to force an assault here, or do something else. So 6,000 to spend. I want to go with Bree, I think. Let's see, we got the curers already, so it makes sense to go for consultation. We'll go financial. Let's get our units that we're training down the road. You're just an extra garrison unit in Tharbad, and that's that. Okay, so 2 cav. Let's get 1 unit of the swords. And you know what? Let's get another. Let's see, 1, 2. Let's get another axe unit. One for the flanks. Okay, down here, we do want to train up too. I'll go with another archer. So it looks like they've conquered Lymphalis, and they have managed to kick Rohan out of this. So what I wonder is actually, do we need to cancel our trade agreements in order to remain sort of in good diplomatic standing? Because we do have a trade agreement with Dunland, and I'd like to do this kind of by the book.
On my way. On my way. Secrecy.
You know, I don't just want to,
No more
you know, attack them and hurt my... Yeah, look at all this cav. So it's good that we're bringing the archers. But, you know, I want to do it diplomatically. I don't want to just, you know, cancel the minor diplomatic agreement we have. I want to let them know first that we're coming for them. Okay. So that hasn't moved. It looks like there's no siege there. No attacks here. So, I mean, by hitting them now, we could really be helping Rohan, but I think we have to before Rohan starts to expand. Okay. So the question, I guess, is who do we send for the campaign? We don't have a lot of loose family members. This guy's going to die soon. I'm going to count on him to take over the governorship. And I like to keep at least one, preferably a couple, down in Londair while there's a hostile faction in the area. All right. Let's put another spy in. That's 60%. Those are not great odds. What's that? 60?
Yes, master.
Well, let's try it. We get a lot of spies, actually. And we've got money to train more. So,
Yes, master.
let's see. I want to... no, that didn't work. And... no, that didn't work. All right, let's just see what it looks like now if we go in. Ah. No, I'm not going to go in. I'm going to try 24% chance. Odds are good at some point we're going to get it. Or they're going to just hit us. But, you know, maybe they're training a little. I don't care. We can take it. Okay, so we're getting really close to a full stack here. We're going to have some mercenaries that we'll be able to recruit in Dunland. So that'll be good. Let's get our emissary down. And we'll move him right near the capital. And when the army is ready to go, we will cancel trade rights and then hit them. But yeah, we do need somebody to run the army. So we've got you. You're an adept governor, though, and this is an important trade hub. You're an expert governor. I mean, we could just send this guy, but he's the king. He's seasoned. I'm a little worried. I want to risk sending someone out of Londair. Yeah, let's do it. Let's send him up here. And we'll just get him with the army. Okay, I don't think I want to train anything else, but I will get some more spies because we've kind of running low. Okay, maybe we'll go with a 1, 2... Actually, you know what? No, yeah, we'll do the spy, and we'll do another spear unit. Just worried that we're going to have to fight Rohan at some point here. So 7,000. What do I want to do with it? Tillage might be good. Might be a really good move. That's going to be 990 to 1,200. So that's a good couple hundred. And population, and we do need to keep training. So let's go Spears of the Bridge. That's 1,400. So, yeah, financial here. In Bree, Fornost is just waiting. We're waiting for good conditions here. Alright, still haven't taken High Pass Stronghold. Okay, so they want trade, and they want us to pay. No. The beornings themselves, see, this is kind of what I was waiting for. We may not be able to get it, but we do have a cav unit. And so we might. If we can kill this guy and then chase down the rest. Who's attacking us? Just a couple of dark swords. Alright, perfect. I'm going to make a little save. Call this Thar 11. And, yeah, the balance of power doesn't like it, but we're on the defensive. We've got a lot of archers. You know, all of a sudden I don't really like the forested tile that we're standing on. But that could allow us to, you know, potentially do some ambushes. I guess we'll just see. But if nothing else, this is going to weaken their garrison there, which is half of the annoyance of assaulting, right? And this is actually pretty favorable terrain. I guess they're coming from there, so we can maybe use this big block. And there, if I can get it, there's the city. So they're coming from ahead and to the right. Not really any good high ground. But I guess we could do like this. They'll probably come from this side of it. Let's just move maybe a little closer. Okay. We'll go with that.
The enemy have brought up reinforcements in a pathetic attempt to save themselves.
Now maybe they'll cancel the attack here. You know, the problem might be that these two units decide to attack early before the reinforcements come, and then they get wiped out by our archers. And then they flee, and then the reinforcements turn back. So, you know, I'm actually going to retreat farther. I want them all to come over. And, in fact, let's halt fire. I'm going to have to remember to put that back on. But, yeah, I want all these guys to get over here. All right, the general's probably almost there. No, he's not, actually. Alright, we got a lot of hidden units. Where's the general? He's in the trees way the heck over here. Taking his time. So this is a delaying tactic. The AI kind of knows what it's doing. If all of this goes bad, he can just retreat back into the city. Now, again, that's not the worst thing because I could set up an assault. And if he's the only one in the city, that's actually kind of the perfect situation for fighting those guys. Probably what I ought to do is get my cavalry out of here and get them positioned to strike at him, although this looks like quite a few units. Alright, so now should we put on fire at will? Should we withdraw again? Let's do it. Alright, and now I think I will put on our fire at will. Let's have everybody hold position. Come on, where's the family member here? We've got a unit of dark bows, and then we've got the family member. So they might just chicken out. Let's get our cavalry over, though. Okay, so they are outflanking. Okay, there's the general, and he's got like over 20 men, I would say. So that's not great odds for my own cavalry. We don't have any more hidden units, so they are just maneuvering at this point. So, a couple units of dark swords over there. Alright, the general's on the other side. I should really be hitting from that other side. Let's go ahead, because they might just let us do a charge. They are going to let us do a charge. Look at that. 20. Alright, get out of here. But we lost like 10 men. Alright, maybe that'll knock them out of their funk. We do need to get the dark bows also. Alright, there's 17 men. I thought they were going to chase us. Alright, we're winded now. Alright, let's just do another charge. Nothing happening over here. They're lined up right next to us. Alright. Let's see, how is this going? 12. Alright, that's not as good as I thought. Let's get over this way. We're going to take a lot of losses getting through, but maybe it'll position us a little bit better. They're down to 11, and we're down to 34. Alright, you want to make them think they can catch you, I guess. We're still not being engaged melee-wise. Right. Those bows off in the forest are really annoying me because they're the ones who are going to run. And they're going to get back to the city, no problem. Now, if we kill this guy and they get the bulk of the army, then I'll send, I don't know, I'll send something over to deal with those bows. No, let's get back. What am I thinking? Got to set up a good charge. And, I mean, we don't have the place under siege, so we really need to kill, if we want to get this. Well, it won't matter, right, because it's their turn. So what the AI will do, even if we kill all of these units, is it will just train something else in the city. So we're not going to, like, get this. Alright, here we go. We're going to engage. Let's actually set up a good charge, though. Nope, alright, fine. Okay, we are fighting here, but it's, alright, they're wavering. Great. 10. I'd love to kill that general, though. There's actually a charge. 5, 3, 2, broken. Alright, great. Got him. So, now what? We got 23 men and we got a full unit of dark bows off by the edge of the map. I guess we can't do too much here. We do have... I guess we could take all of these guys except the spearmen. Let's bring them that way. All of you guys, let's go down here. And we'll see what they do. You know, I'd like to take out those bows. Alright, they're wavering. Let's get you out of guard mode and you can hit them. Yeah, those other units, there's 2 here. Spears, swords. I think there's another swords unit in the Fog of War. Alright, that was it for that unit. And what's this? This is just routers. Okay, there's a secondary captain. Yeah, I just saw them. There we go. Some dark swords running away. get the cavalry a little bit closer anyway. And maybe we can march all these guys this way. Yeah, I should have been after them a little faster. I don't know if it would have mattered. I'd like to catch those routers, but they're going to be really close to the bows, and yeah, they're already within bow shot. So I don't want to have my cavalry just eliminated. We're going to bring all of those archers, though, over a little bit closer. And we should be able to hit them. I think my archers, you know, can engage / distract the enemy bowmen while my cavalry gets kind of in position to do something. Alright, this might be it.
Spearmen. Bodyguard. Spearmen.
Alright, 45 dark swords. Where? Oh wow, they're facing away, so we're just slaughtering them. Okay. Alright, so where are my archers then? All my archers that I sent marching. Okay, right over here. We're gonna go up here. Let's just give them an order to get right at the tree line, and the cavalry can be there too. Okay, there we go. There are some more dark swords. Yeah, let's take you and you guys right there.
Bodyguard.
69, okay. So they had another hidden unit or two. Get the mercenaries in here. They may as well.
Swordsman.
Alright, I'll have my swordsmen intentionally fight that other unit. They'll probably all rout anyway. Here come the Dunlendings through the trees. 62 versus 35 of my bodyguard. 34 now. I think this will be fine. We've killed both of the generals. Yeah, let's get up this way. The bows are marching, maybe marching away. And the map border is right over there, so they're probably going to make it. Yeah, I kind of thought. Our cav is not going to stand up very long to that. Let's see, are we still actually fighting or just chasing routers at this point? Okay, so it's, there's some resistance here. But that's the end of that. As soon as they get out of fighting to the death, we should get an option to hit the end battle button. Yeah, let's do that. We don't have... Well, I guess I could have chased him. Maybe my cav came back, but that's pretty good. Always disappointing when you can't clean out an enemy force, especially when they're sort of in a garrison. But we did, you know, a couple of things I wanted to do. Kill the family member and take out a lot of the garrison. All right, so let's set this up here. We've got an emissary who is no longer alive. Here, I guess we'll train one in Fornost. We've got our military building set up, but I didn't notice that our population was really, really low. So we do need to work on that. And we have been. It's just, it's going to take a long time. So, let's see. Get another spy out of Tharbad. We get a spy out of Lastbridge. I think I wanted you to go north, actually, now. Because I'm feeling okay about spies down here. We need to replace some of our guys. We do have one in Last Bridge, and it's probably death. Oh, that actually worked. All right, so that brought it up to a 33% chance of success. Let's see. Okay, that sadly doesn't work. Let's see what we've built at least. We'll decide what to do with Tharbad in a minute. Three Ways has land clearance. We've got traders and military built. Okay. Our income is dropping a little bit, which makes sense. But here we go. We are ready to get the army out of here. And I want to leave maybe one unit behind. Let's leave a unit of bowmen just in case the king dies. We don't want nobody to be in the city. All right, so that's almost, it's like 3/4 of a stack. Train another archer unit. So we've got 6 archers total, 2 axemen, a pikeman, and 3 spearmen, and a swords. So let's actually cancel our trade agreement with Dunland. Tell them we've got some bad news. Cancel trade rights. All right. Maybe that was a little bit early because I could have waited on that. But let's get our couple of Dunlanding mercs and see that fills up pretty fast. We're gonna in a few turns have an option to get even more of these guys. Let's just see what's around here. So there's a little stack. Okay, Axes of the Wolf, a decent tier 3, I think.
On my way.
And Dunkirk, okay, it's looking like it's, somewhat well defended. Okay, there's that force, though, that we saw earlier. So they've got some dogs, which is going to be tricky to deal with. They've got a lot of cav, and they've got some scary units, too. The Wolf Hunters, the Dunlanding Hillmen, so these guys are good against armor. So, I think this is a pretty good army to face that. We've got enough of our own ranged, I think. We've got, some infantry. Let's see. We're going to go with another... Let's go with another archer. We'll get another couple of those down at Laundaire. We're not at war yet. Okay, and this is one more season, so I am curious to see how that's going to go. So, as annoying as it is, I really don't want to be attacked. I'm going to actually lift the siege, and can I hit that guy? Yes, I can. So maybe we can do this. Maybe we can get the city here. I've got 41 cavalry. Okay, I guess a bunch of them must have come back. We'll see what that number actually is on the battlefield, but that'll be great. So maybe we can get Tharbad today. All right, let's see. So the city's once again going to be off to our left, I think. It's going to be like right to our left. Let's just group everybody up, get them out into the somewhat clear part of the map. Okay, they're like way down here. Okay, so it's a couple of bows. Really no big deal. They trained a bow unit, it looks like. A lot of our guys are hidden. And what's this again? Okay, some Rhydor Spearmen. I don't think they have any cav. I think they've got like one other fragmentary unit. So what we want to do is we'll speed up the clock. We'll let them come up the hill to us. And we'll try to wipe out that army. And hope that we can catch the Rhydor Spearmen. But you know what? Let's actually do this. Let's send the bulk of our forces this way. I'm not going to worry about archers. I will take you guys, though, because I think at least one. You guys are maybe faster than some of my other troops. Oh, shoot. No, 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 no. Oh, don't head for the hills. So frustrating. Alright, yeah, they're already going away. We did get 41 cavalry. But they're going to make it to the edge of the map, no problem. Alright, we'll just wait out the timer then. Should probably cancel the attack over here. I don't want to, like, kind of catch them. So we'll get a few javelins in the back. It's fine. They'll at least be inside the city now. And maybe there's no one else around, right? Maybe we can put it under siege without worrying about being counterattacked. Alright, didn't lose any men at least. Alright, so there they go, and I should just always be training scouts.
Yes, master. Orders.
I mean, you're gonna hit me, which is annoying. So I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait. Not gonna deal with it. We have about 5,000 to spend, and population-wise, this is getting under 1,000, which makes me a little bit nervous. So I think I'll just hold off on that. I wonder, though, if the odds of entering change. No. I guess it's once a turn it checks if you can get in, and then maybe it re-rolls every single time you put it under siege. I don't know, but okay, 3 ways. Could go with mustering fields. Yeah. Maybe a market would be nice. What's this? Ways of the West. Let's go market. Get us another 100 or so. I want to end the season here, and I want to see what the discount cost of those construction work gangs is. So they were 7,300 earlier. What are they going to cost now? What was I building? This. All right, it cost. It saved me 200. Perfect. I mean, that's good. It's not a lot, but it is good. This saved me 1,000 up here. I mean, this guy's attuned as well. So we definitely will do this. Our fiefdom dominion in Last Bridge, that's going to be great. So a very nice option for that. I don't think you can actually get into Tharbad. So let's see. I don't see anyone else up there. And here, I don't see anyone else either. So this is probably our chance to put Tharbad under siege. Queue up some rams, and we'll see if they're going to hit us next turn. Okay, we've got a new emissary of Fornost. Yeah, Bree is financial, so we can maybe build something there. 4,700 left to spend. Population here is actually pretty decent. Bree itself doesn't provide, great recruitment stuff. Town councils, maybe a bit of income there. And this will hurt, kick out some mismanagement. So that's going to save us 100 or so. So we'll go libraries in Bree just because as we expand in the south, it's going to be more important that we keep the law going. So, is it time to go? Is it time to go? Well, I think I'm going to leave that decision for the next episode. What do I want to do exactly here? I may want to get a spy around to see what the fog of war shows. I may want to kick things off with an easy field victory. I may want to look for a way to maybe sneak down to Dunkriok, right? And maybe block Rohan's advance up that way. But regardless, we're going to see what we can do there. And it might be wise, actually, to see if we can get a little money out of our ally Rohan for joining them in the war. So I'll get my emissary down here. And see, we're uncovering stuff all the time. There's a family member up there. So yeah, we're going to need to keep an eye on things. Before I attack, we can get a bit of money out of Rohan for it. That would be pretty nice. And so that'll be the goal for the next episode. We're not going to start our war with Dunland before we line up everything just right. So I hope you will join me for that. Until the next episode, everyone, take care.